Are we good? Hello, my people, my lovelies. I got some foods. I figured for today's video, we could do a little bang trimming tutorial, right? I'll show you how I cut my bangs. Well, I think it'll be fun. I got like a small acai bowl. Have these little protein snacks that I got to try. They have whey protein in them, so that's pretty cool. This has Nutella, peanut butter, strawberries, and bananas. Sorry, I don't mean to talk while my mouth is full, but acai. This is really good. I've never ordered from this place before. I hope I don't get a complex after watching this back and seeing how I chew and stuff. We shall see. Okay. You know what podcast that I just started listening to? It's the Canceled podcast with Tana. I don't know how to say her last name. And like she has Brooke on there. It's a vibe. I definitely like it. Me and Haley actually got stuff to do a podcast, but we never set it up and we never started it. It's just so saturated now that I feel like it'll be very hard to grab listeners' attention. You know, I feel like there's already every kind of podcast out there, you know? Yeah, but I definitely like it. Tana's a vibe, okay? Brooke is chill. Okay, so this is all I had. I'll probably come back to this later. Do want to try these little things before we start. So if I like them, I might try to make them myself. It looks like it's just like, probably like, I hate that I fucking say like every 2 seconds. Okay, I thought they would be like sticky. Shiny little balls. Sorry, a lot of peanut butter. Those are very good. Feel better. Not so hungry. Okay, let us get into the bangs. Okay, so there's several things that you should know before you try to cut your bangs. I know there's a lot of people that already do those, so that's why I'm doing this. Do I recommend it? No. Perhaps maybe when you already have bangs, you can try to give them a trim. Trimming it, I feel like, is definitely different than actually doing the sectioning and like cutting bangs completely on your own, you know what I mean? Unless you've done it before. Okay. I think I need a mirror, a close-up mirror. I'm so sore. Let's get started. First off, let me zoom you in. I need to see what I'm doing here. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and if you see flakies, no you don't. No you don't. Okay? So, it is what it is, okay? I just have a dry scalp sometimes, and it flakes. I see it. Okay, so first up, we're gonna go ahead and section out the bangs. Normally, I don't keep these out, but I'm going to this time because I might like trim them up. Gonna clip the rest back. It's going really hard because I can't see. What I like to do is I like to go ahead, pin it back, and kind of check my sectioning to see if it's like, you know, kind of the same-ish on both sides. It's not going to be perfect. It's hard to get it perfect every single time, or exactly the same sectioning. Look at this gray hair. I will say mine is a little, like, this looks straight, right? But this curves in a little bit. I still have these long pieces out. So normally with those out of the way, your sectioning might be more of like a triangle or something like this, right? The more narrow you go with your sectioning, the thinner your bangs are going to be, and vice versa. The thicker out you go, the thicker they're going to be. And the same with here. So the closer or the further back you are, don't recommend, the thicker they're going to be versus the closer to the like your hairline, the thinner they're going to be. I'm actually going to go ahead and put those one pieces back so it's just the bangs. And like I said, it's very hard to get it exactly the same, but you want to try. I definitely recommend like taking the time to try to make your parting like as even as possible. I should grab my other clips, but we're just not going to. And I do like to cut my bangs dry because my hair lays just as it is, you know, so it gives me a better idea of what they're gonna look like. If you have curly hair or any type of wave, it's hard because I feel like with bangs like these, if you have curly or wavy hair, it will probably like straighten them, right? So I feel like if you were to cut them, maybe try straightening them and cutting them while they're straight and dry so you can see exactly where they lay. But just know when you cut them and they get curly, they're gonna spring back up again. So it's just something that I think with each person it's different. If you do it wet, if you do it dry. But also when your hair is wet and it dries, it shrinks a little bit. So that's another reason why I like to just do it dry, is it's easier to see, you know. I can't get it exactly the same every single time. I'm gonna loosen up all my flakies. So embarrassing. The next thing you need to look out for when you do this is your tension. There was a time when I was in cosmetology school, I went to like a secondary school and high school. So I was still in high school, right? It was like a week before graduation. A girl asked to trim my bangs for me. She used too much tension when she cut them. So when she finally cut them, they sprung up and they were like here. A week before graduation. A week! A week! So you need to be careful with your tension. I don't use a whole lot of it. Obviously you can brush it out if you'd like. I've kind of done this so many times that I really don't need a comb. I would recommend cutting them slowly. So go up slowly. So I'm gonna start with maybe this much, even though I know I need to go more because I just know my bangs by now. But just for your sake, we'll do it together. If you know, we'll start with maybe like it's like a 1/4 of an inch, you know. And notice I do have some long ones in there. Again, it's just hard to get the parting right every single time. Okay, just literally straight across. We'll let it go, see how it looks. Clearly, I need to go more. So we'll do that again. Hold it, same way. Hope you can see this. I feel like I got that in my eye. My hair is dry now, but I feel like every time you wash it and stuff, it might lay a little differently. So this is where I'm going to start to really just be careful with how I proceed, because I don't want them to be super, super short. But I definitely think unless I want to come back and cut them like pretty soon, I think I'm going to go ahead and go a bit shorter. Probably like right there. That's what I'll do. Okay, so this I feel like is getting there, but I'm not gonna take, I don't think, any more off. And what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll point cut. This kind of breaks it up a little bit, doesn't make it seem so blunt. So I do like the way it grows out when I do it like that. So literally take it and you're just gonna Okay, as I'm doing this, I'm gonna let you know something. This can definitely be done with like some kitchen scissors, but do I recommend? No. You can literally get shears at Sally's. You don't have to be licensed or anything. You can get them on Amazon. But I definitely recommend shears because anything else might cause fray. You know, like the blades won't be as sharp, I assume. You want a nice blade so that way there's no fray, there's no, you know, you're not damaging your hair when you cut. So I think I'm gonna go in and just kind of point cut some more. Accidentally grabbed another hair. I think I'm gonna go deeper with my chunks. I hope you can see this. I literally can't tell. And what I like to do is focus the chunks more towards the center. Kind of like this, like make it like a U, right? That way, when you let them down, there's like a nice gradual, you know, it's not so blunt. Well, let me put on my glasses so we can see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, I like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take another sectioning and just kind of see what's going on with like my little framing pieces. Try to grab the same on both sides. I think things that you got to look out for if you're thinking about getting bangs, you have to think about the work that you're gonna have to put into them if you want them to lay kind of like this, because obviously if you have curly or wavy hair, it's gonna be more work every day or every other day or whenever you wash or whatever. Gotta think about your hair type. You gotta think about if you have any cowlicks, because those can also be a hindrance when you have bangs. So anything like around here that might grow a little weird, maybe like there's a, you know, I know a lot of people like they end up parting right here because of a cowlick. So you just, you know, you gotta see. And sometimes you don't know until you cut them short, so that's the sucky part of it. But back when I was a stylist, that was something I always looked for. Someone came in and was like, oh, I love your bangs, can I get those, you know? But these are like my side pieces, okay? And what I'm gonna do, okay, we're gonna brush it out and see. Okay, so obviously this is where I cut, and I think I wanna gradually kind of bring it into there. Not much, but just a little bit. Like it just stops right there and then it goes and then it, you know. So I think I'm just gonna blend it in right in there. This I need to bring closer because I really can't see. I can't see. Nope, too far away. I'm so freaking blind, it's not even funny. I'll just literally go. What the fuck was that? I almost died. Pardon. Okay, so we'll take that, and I'm literally just gonna take my shears and do this thing called, what is this? Slide cutting. Do I recommend? No. So, you know, we cut up below the fingers. What I'll do is I'll pull it out, kind of drag my fingers down and cut above so I could see where, you know. I don't want to go too much into this though, so I'm gonna just keep doing it until I feel like there's like a nice gradual from what I just cut and like what's, you know, what was there. This side is hard because it's like, gotta go around. I got my bangs back. I hope that was a good tutorial. I hope that was easy to follow along. Literally, you just have to watch your tension, how hard you pull. Just make sure you shorten it very slowly, little by little, okay? If you don't like them as blunt, go in and like scissor cut it a bit. And mind you, they're freshly cut, so they might lay a little weird for the first few days, but I'm excited that they're not in my eyes anymore, so. Is there anything I didn't say? Down in the wind, down by the water. I don't even know how that song goes, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great day, and toodaloo. Love you.